Alright, that should be it. Hello, hello. I'm gonna hang around here and try and sub for a minute while I hopefully acquire a couple of viewers so we can do some live stuff, but just a couple minutes and then I will be jumping right into some shiny casual shoutcasting. I've prepared myself this time. I was smart enough to bring a drink beforehand. As far as the style for the day, I'll just be dropping into random matches unless I get a ping from the Firefall Pug channel that they have something going live, in which case I'll try to show that off, not only to give them some publicity, because that'll just be more fun for all of us to watch. Probably doing about 20-minute to half-hour segments, chopping them up so they fit more easily on YouTube without having to worry about that. And I'll go for about an hour, then I'll need maybe a 5-10 minute break to take care of some things around my house. And then I'll be going for another half hour to an hour. I'll have y'all done in time to play Harvester tonight. Have no fear. If you don't come to Harvester tonight, we have problems, because Harvester is the best mode. Alright. Ooh, friends. How you doing, guys? Alright, well, without further ado, let's jump right in. I'll check... I try not to check the chat during matches, but I'll try to make sure to check it between matches if you are interested in asking me something. I'll try to use my limited knowledge to tell you about it. What do we got here? 7 minutes in on OCT. No one particularly interesting looking. I could be wrong. Alright, here, 3 minutes in on Second Harbor. Let's start this. Still no one particularly impressive, but we're not quite as delayed. Remember, guys, avoid bullets. Pro tip. Alright, here we are. Give this just a second, and it should actually catch up. There we go. I wish I could see the score right now. Let's get a nice zoomed out view. Actually talked to some of the Red 5 guys. Say there's a couple bugs and a couple features that just aren't in yet. The scoreboard updating, obviously, is just a bug. That's pretty apparent. The hopping back to people who are spawning appears to be a bug. Oh, Aluko's in this game. Aluko's quite good. I didn't notice his name on the screen. Oh gosh, losing my train of thought already. There's our scoreboard, 8-6 in favor of blue. So pretty tight match. 2 minutes 40, not going by particularly quickly. If it was a really brutal stomp, it would probably be 15-2 by now. But both sides playing reasonably good defense, preventing executions and preventing deaths either way. One of the two has to be happening or the scores would be higher. Lots of people going down on red team though. Looks like they might have some points. Blue might have some points coming up. Let's get a nice view of Aluko right here. That was a nice time to zoom in. I love that little headshot zoom in they put in observer mode. It's quite nifty. And Thunderdome put up to try and protect Evil Coconut, but he's done an assault on top of him. Yeah, he just goes right down. Aluko playing a nice forward-pushed recon. I like that. I've said it before, I don't like recons who sit back. It's a little more viable on Sunken Harbor, but if you're good enough that you can push up and be a presence so your abilities are more useful, they don't have as much travel time, etc., etc., it's just more effective overall. Let's pop over to the other team, check out Evil Coconut playing Dreadnought. Oh, that was not productive at all in terms of a switch. Looks like he dropped a Thunderdome and then just instantly got popped. Blue's starting to take a little bit more of a lead here. They're sticking together as a team, and you've got a couple random reds kind of spread across the map. I mean, they're trying to get a flank action going, but a one-man flanking action is just going to die every time, especially from a biotech. You don't have the kind of presence you need. And if they're already 5v4ing, you poison clouding their retreat path like you just did right there, not really going to do much good because they won't be retreating. Doesn't see... yeah, there we go. Wowbagger picked up that DD that was spawning on the ship. That'll be nice if he can keep himself alive with it. I really like DD Dreadnought and Engineer nowadays, just because they have so much damage, and the fact that it's a constant stream as opposed to being dodgeable is just makes them wickedly effective. There we go. See, nice defensive play, picking up people who are down. And looks like we're going to have a blue victory, 25-15. Yep, Hodor just went down for the red team. That execute will give them the rest. On to the next one. That's still a really weird thing. It needs to somehow just drop me straight back in. Whatever, I guess. The other thing, I was complaining in some of my previous videos that there wasn't a way to just start from the beginning. I was talking to... Gosh, I can't remember which Red 5 member it was. I apologize to whoever I was asking these questions to in IRC. They'll be adding a nice little... or at least they're looking at adding a nice little, like, match time slider and or text box, so you can start the match at whatever time you want, set to whatever, etc., etc. Oh god. OCT, it was over in 12 minutes. That doesn't sound like much fun to watch. Let's hit this. Oh wow, I think we actually got in right at the start. Most of them just hanging out. Looks like they might still be loading in. We might actually be at waiting for players right now. Or it's just the very, very start of the round. Pekka really exposing himself there. I know I said I like recons pushing up, but that's not quite what I meant. Push up so you're within range of your team. That's the warping bug that I was told is going to be fixed. And that's something they'll work on, but they'll obviously have to lock down what's causing it first. Interesting force field placement. I'm not sure he realized he had a couple dudes behind him. Alright, and we are live in 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And now because of that little countdown, I'll get to know if my audio is syncing or not properly on YouTube. I think I had some problems with that when I was streaming the game previously. Alright, well let's hop right into the cockpit with Digital Devo. Pushed a little far up from his team, but no, he's got people coming to support him. I'm wrong. Trying to pick off Luminance playing that recon, gets a nice shot off on Cornelius Marks, and brings down Luminance as well. Luminance did manage to pick off his biotech buddy, and he's not going to be able to get that res. He's getting pushed back just a little too hard for that to be a safe res. Oh, just a second too late to prevent that res right there. Actually, no, looks like he did. Looks like he blasted him and then the guy timed out. Nicely played. I don't think he's going to last much longer up here, but so far he's getting work done. A couple downs, a couple executes. A nice little snag right there to get his team a couple extra points. Prevent the res. Let's hop on over to War Strategy. You're playing Engineer, who's busy executing, yes. Engineer, Red 5 Dev told me in the chat, the Engineer's Tesla cannon, actually, once it is charged and you've been shooting someone with it for a couple seconds, it is higher DPS than the Dread's heavy machine gun, which is pretty incredible. It really rips through your hit point bar. So for those who have good aim and are able to track people very easily, Engineer might just be the class for you. And you get some nifty deployables to go with it as well. Got a mini skirmish happening over here. Looks like it started out maybe 2v3. It's now evolved into maybe a 3v5, which was handily won by Blue. They're all kind of low hit points after that, but it looks like they got more kills than they dropped. That was 2 dead over there. I'm not sure if they got a guy over here to make up for that dread loss. Red pushing back, though. I don't know what Max Power is thinking. He doesn't quite have the team support he needs right now. Digital Debo getting the snipes again, though. Really nice high-altitude assault play he's getting. He's getting the little picks, and now he's just diving into a team trying to... Don't let yourself get kited, people. If you're getting kited past the front lines of a battle, you're just going to get surrounded and killed. That's a pretty common mistake, I'd say, actually. It's very, very dangerous to dive for kills, especially in this, because you're not only probably going to die, but your corpse is going to be behind enemy lines, and really, really difficult for your allies to be able to res. So there's almost no way they'll deny that kill unless they then win that skirmish without you. So you kind of put your team at a disadvantage in 2 ways. Lord Veterinary just kind of popping this Poison Cloud really randomly, not really making strategic use, using a lot in open spaces where people can just jump around it, avoid it, and just kind of doing the whole thing I was talking about in my last set of casts, where the Poison Cloud is really, really strong. Everyone's figured this out, so what a lot of kind of more amateur biotechs are doing is they're deciding that, oh, the Poison Cloud is really, really strong. I should run into 3 dudes with my Poison Cloud active to try and get all the damage out. And no, you shouldn't. You're going to get killed instantly. And they're going to get right out of your Poison Cloud, and it's going to be a 4v5 in any TDM match, which is a huge pain in the ass. Or in any objective-based map, you've just, you know, wasted a really good team push or team defense style ability on a failed little solo hero push. Hero push is not nearly as viable now that there's no real medic class in the game. Keep that in mind. Still a reasonably tight match. 5-point spread. Nothing particular. Digital Debo all the way over on the side of the map here. And now it's bouncing me around to people. I don't know what that is. Let's see. He's trying to get a flank on, but he's kind of... So not only did he take a long time where he was letting his team 4v5, now he's getting distracted by a turret. His team's really falling without him, and I would bet, yeah, he's kind of the anchor of the team here. Him and Max Power are the only ones really doing any killing, and without him around, they're just dying and dying and dying. What was a 5-point spread has come to a 9-point spread because he decided to kind of be the stealth action hero there and come in from behind. And so, yeah, sure, he's getting a little bit of work done, but now his team's half dead because he wasn't there in the fight. His opponents are pushed all the way up to their spawn so they can pick them off one by one, and he's in the middle of a bunch of guys, and they lost a lot of points to show for it. Still, I mean, he turns around and gets some work done. Only playing with Crater, he hasn't unlocked any other abilities yet, so that makes it kind of likely he's mostly playing with stock equipment, unless he's just decided to go straight for gear upgrades rather than any sort of new abilities. So, pretty impressive, actually, the way he's playing. He's doing quite well on a team that's not as good as the other, in general. And, man, more tech. Let's go back to him. He's doing some work. And there you go. You got Digital Debo diving again to pick up that kill. Is he going to get out? Wow. What a lucky guy. Yeah, the splash on that plasma cannon, nowhere near as strong anymore, Mortec. Now you're doing exactly what I was just criticizing him for. You're diving their entire team, chasing one guy. Now this is just becoming crazy. Let's get a nice zoomed out view here. Alright, so we actually have the red team making a nice sort of advancing push. But yeah, see, Digital Debo, you're at the point in score where every single kill is just something you can't give up. So you can't chase to where your corpse is unavailable for a res right now. Less than one full skirmish is going to win the game for blue. Got to play more defensively than that. And that's 2 down on red, meaning if they get both of those executes, they get 1. And there they go. I don't know what the third one was, but good game, everyone. Well played. And we're moving on. Oh, you are chatting about my video. Bob on the Cob. Aren't you a cutie?